What's going on, y'all? It's Black Ted here. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna keep it short and sweet today. So we're here to talk about NFTs. What are they? Why is everybody talking about them? And why should you know about them? All right, well, let's get straight into it. All right, so what is an NFT? NFT stands for non-fungible token. Okay, so like, what is that, right? Obviously, if you knew what that was, you wouldn't be here. So, what are some examples of non-fungibles? Or you know what? Let's start with fungibles. Okay, a good example of a fungible item is money, like $100 bill. If you were to take $100 bill, say to the bank or to a grocery store, and you said, "Hey, I'd like to change this in for some smaller bills, a couple 50s or maybe some 10s, so on and so forth." You could do that. They'd easily change you for smaller money in and out. Okay, so that's example of a fungible item, right? Y'all with me? Now, non-fungibles. Uh, let's say you had a basketball, right? But it's not just any basketball. It was signed by, let's say, Kobe, the Mamba, rest in peace. So you got a basketball signed by Kobe. You can't just take this somewhere and say, "Hey, man, I got this, autographed Mamba basketball. I want to trade it in for three smaller Mamba basket." It doesn't work like that. Anybody can sell you three little basketballs with some signature, but it doesn't make it authentic. You can't just break this unique item down into smaller pieces and distribute it. You would have to literally have multiple of this unique item. And even then, every time it was signed, it would be signed a little bit different, right? So that's what makes a non-fungible just that. It just means it's a unique item. It's something that's not easily duplicated or replicated, right? Now, what are some other examples of non-fungibles? Let's say admission tickets to concerts or fairs. You could sell, like if you wanted to sell your own NFTs, you can sell an NFT as, if you make music, you can sell a digital album as an NFT. If you're an artist, you can sell your art. So this is what you're hearing a lot about right now. Everybody's selling these crypto punks and these apes and all these different cartoon art pieces, and they're selling for hundreds of thousands. Well, what makes that worth so much money is the fact that the people who are selling these items have notoriety. They have clout. People want something that they have. Okay? So, again, you can have like trading cards. I mean, the options are almost limitless. So it's just all these things are, all NFTs are, is they're just digital assets or digital trinkets. It's just unique items of a digital sort. When you buy skins on Fortnite, right? That's a example of a non-fungible. Or you buy J's for your creator player on 2K. That's the example of a non-fungible, right? Well, with NFTs and this whole new movement that's going on, what makes this special outside of everything else we already buy is the fact that what makes these special is the fact that you can trace each and every single one of these digital NFTs through the blockchain, which is kind of like DNA or like a social security number or something for your NFT, for your art, for your concert ticket. So somebody could say, "Man, I got the first ever ticket to a Michael Jackson concert," right? Now, if that was sold as an NFT, you will be able to go on the internet and check and say, "Dang, you really do have the first ever concert ticket," right? So it's a way to confirm authenticity. It's a way to confirm ownership and rights. It's just like bragging rights or clout. You'll see people put in their NFT as their profile picture, to brag that, they're in the know about what's going on right now. Tory Lanez sold one of his albums as an NFT. He sold 1 million copies for $1 piece in under a minute. He made $1 million. And then the people went and resold those $1 copies for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Which brings me to my next point. All right, so how do you make money with the NFTs? So let's go back to the Tory Lanez example, right? So, boom, there's Tory Lanez, right? He's ready to drop his NFT album. He's only charging $1 album. He's sitting in his chair. He's got his NFT bucket ready to collect his money, right? So, boom, he releases it, right? He advertises. He tells people, hey, my next album is dropping as an NFT. Come to my website. This is where you purchase it, XYZ. All right, so boom, customer shows up. Yeah, man, I'll pay $1 for that. $1 in the bucket. A million more people show up. Hey, all of them. Hey, yeah, I'll pay $1 for that. Boom, $1 million in the bucket. Now it doesn't stop there, but at this point, Tory has sold 1 million copies in less than a minute, digitally. So he has $1 million in his bucket. Right? Now we have someone else who was late to the party, and they say, hey man, talking to these people, I'll buy one of those copies of the album from you for $100,000, right? Because they see the value in it. So out of that 100,000, 90,000 goes to the individual selling it, not the creator, but whoever's reselling their ownership of this NFT. Now the other $10,000 goes to Tory as a commission. Now, why is that? As an NFT creator, you can retain up to 10% royalties on every piece that you produce. So every single time one of your pieces of work gets sold, you get 10% of whatever the selling price was. So right here, Tory's customer resold his album for 100,000. The customer got 90,000, Tory gets 10, right? Then you got more people coming. Hey man, I'll give you 500,000. Talking to this person, I'll give you 500,000 for that copy of the album, right? Out of that 500,000, 450 goes to the customer. 50,000 now goes to Tory. You see how this is scaling up? He's made money not once, not twice, but 3 times off of this already. So every time this changes hands, he's going to get 10%. Okay. So now how do you as an individual get money, right? Because I'm not Tory Lanez. You're not Tory Lanez. We don't got 1 million people waiting to buy our shit. At least not yet. Okay. So you go and you buy like the NFT of your choice, right? Pick something that you enjoy already, something that, even though it might take a long time for the value to increase, you wouldn't mind having it or holding on to it. So say if you like shoes, a lot of people like shoes. Go see if your favorite shoe creator has an NFT collection and start purchasing their NFTs. The more like-minded people will come to that platform to purchase those NFTs, and they'll see that you're an owner and that they can buy a copy from you, right? So now the item that you've purchased is gaining value. People are making offers on it. Somebody offers you a substantial amount, you sell it, you've now just made money on an NFT, right? So that's the buy and resell aspect of it. Okay? So you find an NFT you like, right? You buy it, you hold it. That's one way. Okay? Hold it until the value or the demand rises and you sell it, okay? Now, an alternative to buying and selling, of course, is to create your own and advertise your own NFT collection to your own audience, okay? Something that's unique to you. And once you've curated that, you've advertised it, you've created a demand for it, you sell it, okay? So let's use the musician example again because that works well. So you're an artist, right? You got your digital album ready to drop. This is you sitting in your chair with your NFT bucket. You're ready to make some money, right? You're charging $5 a copy for your album. So your followers come, they say, hey man, I got $5 for you. Boom, so you made your first sale. You're feeling great. Now somebody comes along and says, dang, that album sold out. Man, can I buy your album from you for 20 bucks? Right now, here comes those royalties, okay? Here comes those residuals, that passive income. Out of this $20, 2 of that 20 goes into your NFT bucket, right? So at this point, 5 plus 2, you've made $7 off the $5 album. And the other 18 out of this 20 goes to the customer or the seller. Now we got another person comes along, wants to buy the album from this person. They say, hey man, I got $100 for you for that album. And you're gonna start to see a pattern here. So out of that 100, 10 goes into your NFT bucket. This is you up here, balling, sitting in your chair. 90 goes to the seller, okay? And this happens again. Man, I got 10,000, right? You super famous, super popular at this point. Everybody wants your album, right? So they're selling your album for $10,000 a copy. Well, every copy sold, you're getting 1,000, right? You see that? So out of 10,000, you get 1,000, and the person selling it, who at this point is them, they get 9,000. And that thing just keeps going, you know what I'm saying? You just keep stacking up. Now, let's stop right here and just look at the money you've made. This is all you. This is all from one sale. This is one album that sold once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I'm talking about one copy. One copy sold 5 different times. And the first time it made you $5, then it made you 2, then it made you 10, then it made you 1,000, now 100,000. That's how you make your money with NFTs. And this is going to continue for the rest of the lifetime. As many times as this thing gets sold and traded, you will get that 10%. Okay? So again, you have to build that value. You have to show people why they want to spend that money with you. Because at this point, you would have earned $101,017 off of one single album, like one copy of your album. That's crazy, okay? Because that 10% always shoots right back into your NFT account. All right, so hopefully that was a good intro on NFTs, how they apply to you, why people are so hype over them, and you know why it's going to be the future. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be dropping a lot more videos. And once again, Black Ted, I'm out.